go out of town or surrounding state. Like, let's say if a storm hit Oklahoma, they will recruit some people from Missouri and Kansas that works for the state to go down there and help them with their cleanup. And you get all types of incentives. You get per diems, and also, you get a lot of overtime, you know. But it says, I definitely know the fatalities are in the hundreds, more like thousands. But Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino told Good Morning America Thursday that there are thousands of people that are waiting to be rescued. But Marcino later woke back those figures, telling CNN, I don't know the exact numbers. It's very preliminary, noting that which confirmed fatalities in Lee County, which included severely hit areas like Fort Myers Beach and the barrier islands of Sanibel and Captivia stood roughly 5. The death toll is expected to rise. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell told MSNBC, and hey, brothers down there was cool, man. Like the brothers Lawyer and them, the Miami camp, the Tampa camp, the Orlando camp. Those brothers, man, they were pretty straight. We haven't heard any bad reports or anything like that, and everything worked out to their favor because the Lord has his hand of protection on them brothers because they're doing his work. Okay, so when these surrounding cities start catching judgment, hey, we're going to be straight, brothers. Okay, because the Lord is going to deliver us out of our infirmities. He's going to deliver us out of our situations, and he's going to bring us to the light because this judgment is not for us, brothers. Okay, it's for the wicked of our people, for the evil of our people, because they're engaged in their sins. Okay?
Shalom, shalom, Yasharahla. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Yasharahla Kadash. When the Hebrew Hebrew tongues, created as the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you sister and brothers, name in this truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying, show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you watch that clip from the Ak in Kansas City, he said something very profound that boosted my faith, and that was so true. He said that the brothers in Miami, Tampa Bay, and Orlando, they were all right. And this Hurricane Iron, and that mug messed up a lot of people, a lot of property, a lot of people, like you said, the fatality rate, I think they boosting that down. They keeping that down. I think more people have perished from Hurricane N than what they're letting out to be. And see, but I noticed, the big thing I noticed too, and this truth is that all the brothers, every time a natural disaster hit, like Jackson, Mississippi, when that water crisis hit, the brothers were okay. Back 2 or 3 years ago, when we had that freeze in Texas, the Elder Oshawamba, the brothers in, Houston and Dallas, they were okay. Every time I see natural disasters hitting certain places, it does not affect the men of the Lord like that, or the hopeful elect. It doesn't affect them like that. And like the brother said, because it's not for us. This judgment is for people of the world. Because the people of the world, they be getting messed up by these natural disasters. They be getting towed up. You be seeing other people, I don't know what I'm going to do. They be getting lit up. But yet the men that do the work, they be okay through these disasters. And that's something right there that really boosted my faith. And I just want to highlight that Yahweh Shah will protect Yasharahla, which Yasharahla is Paleo-Hebrew for Israel. We are the Israelites. So that's who Yasharahla is. And see, your worldly 2/3 don't even know they're Yasharahla. They don't know that. That's only for the people that's been diligently in seeking the Lord. Only they know that. So we're going to start out, we're going to hit some scriptures. Because that right there is something that boosts my faith, man. We about to go into the biggest disaster ever in the history of mankind, called Jacob's Trouble. And I'm not worried about it. I have a feeling that Yahweh Shah will protect the hopeful elect. Well, he will protect the hopeful elect. Ain't no ifs and buts about that. He will protect the hopeful elect. Now, what we got to hope is that we're a part of the hopeful elect, where you will get a hedge of protection and be saved and get salvation. So let's get to the scriptures, man. But that's just something that really put me in a good mood today, and got me in a good spirit, man. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 18 and 10, a classic precept, and one we always pull. So it's Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and is saved. So having the name of the Lord, that's big. It's not something to take light. And do I know a lot of people that take this truth as light? They don't really, They really playing with it, man. They're not really taking it seriously. You know, they've been given the names, but they don't see the significance of it or the importance of it, which really only hopeful elect gonna see that, the importance of that, and really build up in this truth and build up in this faith. That's why the truth is only for the hopeful elect. You know, once you get this truth, you're gonna build onto that edification. You're not gonna go and be talking to a bunch of 2/3 and then let your skin get peeled off or get influenced and then really fall out down in the truth, or be stagnant and not grow in this truth. The hopeful elect are going to grow in this truth, you know, especially when they get the names of the Lord, because that was big to me. When I got the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, that was huge to me. And I've been building on this ever since. And like you say right there, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe. And that goes into the truth, period. You know, all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. If you have that in you and it's growing and you apply it, Lord willing, you will be safe. You will be safe. And I can just look at all the things that's happened in my life, even when I wasn't in the truth that the Most High protected me from. Now I'm really starting to understand why. And that's not to say when you get in this truth that, you know, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Or everything gonna be peachy dory and you ain't gonna go through nothing. That's just not so. Because once you get in this truth, let's go to Hebrews 12:6. Hebrews 12:6 reads, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and scourge every son who he receiveth. If ye endure chastising, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? But if we be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons." See, right now, Yahweh is molding us to be sons of Yahweh, sons of God. That's what we're molded to be. That's why you go through chastisement. That's why you go through certain issues, you know? So that's not to say, oh, you serve the Lord, you know, everything gonna go good for you. You ain't gonna never have no adversity, no trials. No. Yes, you will. It just won't be nothing major like judgment like these 2/3 gonna get. What we getting is refining. Just like I have a son, you know. When my son go off and do something bad, you know, and I give him some discipline, you know, that's to make him better, make sure he won't do that no more. I'm trying to mold him to be a righteous man. And that's the same thing Yahweh Shah is doing with us. That's why when I go through certain things, I'll pause and I examine myself to see, like, man, what is Yahweh Shah trying to tell me to do? What are you trying to get me to see? You know, I know he's doing this for a reason. And that's how it is. He's refining us. And he does that because he loves us. He's grooming us to be kings and judges of a righteous kingdom, man. We about to run the whole world. We're about to be put in rulership to rule the whole world. Therefore, he has to make sure that, you know, we've been trained properly in order to run it right. We can't get up in rulership and then run stuff like Esau did. No, man. So he chastising us now, you know, showing us where we going off at. You know, it's kind of like getting the whooping. You know, you're getting the whooping when you go off, or getting the whooping when you ain't doing right. And, you know, us that has, real wisdom, you know, you're going to look at your mistakes, you're going to look where you went off at, and you're going to fix it. And that's going to make you better. Because Yahweh is grooming us to be kings, priests, and judges in the world to come. So I understand the chastisement. I understand now why I go through certain things. And it makes me stop and gives me reflection and self-examination. It makes me better. Because I look at like, am I going off on some laws? Am I messing something up? Where am I going wrong at, man? And I examine myself. And a lot of times, man, he'll reveal it to me like, you messed up right here. Fix that. Or you messed up right here. You need to fix that, you know? And I do it. And, hey, I'm back on my way. So that is true right there, man. You got to endure it too. A lot of people I see get chastised and fall out the truth because they're not real, you know, they're not solid. They're not they precious gold, you know, so they get burnt up when the fire get hit. They're not solid. You know, so the Lord, he chastising us, man. And he does that for a reason. I'm going to bring another preacher that's going to back that up too. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. 10 and 13. And this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such it is common to man, but Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So you hear that? So when he's chastising us, tempting us, he's really testing us, man. He's testing our faith. He's testing to see if you that precious gold, man. Are you going to make it through that? You're going to fall by the wayside, man. You want to see if you're going to faint in the face of adversity, or are you going to, take it on like that? But he ain't going to tip you with nothing that you can't handle. That's something that always sticks in my mind, too, And he said, like the scripture said, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. So everything that's been put in front of us, the situations, what you're going through, financial things, physical things, dealing with relationship problems, whatever you're dealing with, it's not something that you can't handle, man. That's something that always sticks with me, man. It's always a solution. And, like I said, I self-examine and I use the wisdom that Yahweh bless me with, and I always usually figure it out. I always figure it out, and it always makes me better, too. I know that in this truth, I do things better. Like, for example, Yasharahla, when I came into the truth, I would tell every Jake I knew about the truth. Every Jake I knew I seen about the truth. And I got bad results of that. I had to learn the hard way that every Jake doesn't want the truth. And there's a point where, like, at the plantation I'm at now, I saw some Jakes on my page who really wasn't worthy of the truth. And the Lord had it where I lost that page, man. Because I'm looking at these Jakes now. Those Jakes could have went and told, management, like, look what this dude is doing. Look what he's into. So now I see why the Lord made me lose that page. And now I become wiser to where now the plantation, I'm not going to give nobody my page. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give them, one of the brothers' pages. If I feel like it's on my spirit to show them the truth. So that made me wiser. It made me better. It made me move different. And that's what I love about, Yahweh Shashai and how he does us. He makes us better. We walking better in this truth each and every time. We learning from our mistakes. And like I said, that's part of the trials and tribulations that we're going to go through. And it's like, I see why he's training us so hard. We about to go through a real hard trial in a minute. Jacob's trouble. That's a real hard trial right there. So right now, we're building our faith up. Just like I said, when I watched Yasharahla talk about that, built my faith. A hurricane just came through and blew Florida up. But the brothers was okay. So when Jacob's trouble hit and people's houses getting ravaged, people getting messed up, I got to keep that faith that Yahweh going to protect me. Me and mine. And not fall out and start getting that woe is me spirit. Like, oh, man, we ain't going to make it. What we going to do? And get to falling out and crying, panicking. I'm not about to panic. Because Yahweh showed me, like, man, I got you. I got my hopeful elect. I will protect you, man. So the Lord is going to protect his hopeful elect. Pretty much, I'm going to say the elect. Because you don't know in that days if you part of the elect or not based on, the deliverance and the salvation and protection you're going to get. And so I'm going to get some more precepts to back that up. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 3:3. And it reads, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. You hear that? So the Lord right there just said, hey, he's faithful. So him being faithful means he's going to do what? He will protect the hopeful elect, Yasharahla. He will protect them, man. He's going to establish us, and he's going to keep us from evil. Because the days, we going into some evil days. The days about to be evil. It's about to get real bad out here, man. All hell about to break loose. And you're going to need Yahweh to keep you from that evil. You need to be in that house. That righteous tower. That strong tower. Which is what? The name of Yahweh Shah. You need to be built up with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah. How do you do that? Through these teachings. You can go through my page, brother pages. And right now, the liberty we got, that's what you should be doing. You should be building up your faith. Not just looking at these things as entertainment. Or, playing around with it. I'll just listen and, watch out, dog. And just listen up and treat this thing as entertainment and not take it seriously. Because if you know, I notice people that don't take it seriously, they're not spiritual, man. They're looking for carnal means to save them. You know, they're looking for a carnal mean to do it, man. I don't hear, outside of this truth, these new people, I don't hear them say, I'm trying to get on the chariot. I hope a chariot pop up on my behalf. I don't hear that. I don't hear like, you know, Yasharahla, you know, make a way for me to protect. They always look for something carnal, a boat, some dude, guns, something like that, man. That's how you can tell who's spiritual based on their conversation. And you can tell where they at. Man, if you don't get away from me. Yeah. So check it out. I'm gonna go get another one. Hey, dog. Sock your fat, Yasharahla. Damn dog been a damn devil. Always a distraction somewhere. That's how you know we cooking. So check it out. We're gonna keep it pushing. Let's go to Isaiah 41:10. And this reads, and this is one of my favorites right here, Yasharahla. This is one of my favorites. This is Isaiah 41:10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy Yahweh. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will hold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. I love that precept, Yasharahla. Matter of fact, put that sucker in green, man. Highlight that. That's one of my favorite precepts right there. Because he said, hey, fear not. Now, one thing I noticed as I've been in this truth, Yasharahla, my fear of things, like worldly things, has been straight diminishing. Because my fear of the Lord has been increasing. I notice I'm not afraid of certain things that used to, like, make me fearful way back when I was, like, in my 20s and things like that nature. I want to say my early 30s. I'm not fearing things I used to fear anymore. Yahushua's putting me more of a calm state. And really, he's increasing my faith. I just had this strong belief that Yahushua will protect me from anything that comes my way. And it's been only growing. And it's been making me so strong, like, people around me can see that. Because I'm not a big Jake, but these people walk around me as if there is something with me that, you know, it's going to get at people. And like a good testament to that is like at my job, my plantation right now. One of the Edomites have got fired that they love. So what Esau did was he has now activated the Sambo Coon 2/3, and they've been attacking me, but yet they've been doing it like from a stance of fear. You know, they've been relaying messages to a certain employee to tell me certain things, but yet don't talk to me directly about it. Telling on me every little chance they get on little petty stuff. And like when I look at them, it's like they're scared. And I'm looking at it like they doing the work of Esau, because Esau the one that told them to do it, which I already know that. And like I just look at them and see the fear in their eyes, man. They're like I'm a giant lion when I'm walking around there. Everything is like centered. All eyes is on me at the plantation. Everybody worried about me, what I'm doing. You know, and that's just that light, man. That's the Ruach HaKodesh that Yahushua's putting on me. And it's getting strong because these people be like, man, I'm like the smallest Jake at the job. But yet these people are in such fear of me. Like I can see when they look at me like big giant 6'3", you know, 200-pound Jake just scared, dropping his head like a little boy, man. I be looking like, man, hey, man, confront me like a man. Quit relaying messages, you know, through somebody to tell me something. Come tell me yourself. You know, I know that even the managers are scared of me at their job. And that's because they want to get at me, but it's like they're scared of something. And now I know what they're afraid of. They're afraid of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. Like, it's like they can see that the Lord is dealing with me. And they want to tiptoe around me, man. That's why it's things like that is why I'm like, I'm not afraid when Esau roll out with his military anymore. When he roll out his military, I have a feeling that Yahushua will protect me through a miracle. You know, it might be a chariot pop up. I might get the standard lifted on my behalf. You know, this anything, something's gonna happen. And it's like I'm anticipating that to happen because, like, I want to see the power. You know, I know it's there. I want to see it manifest. So I'm looking at these devils like, make a move. I want you to. And let's see what happens. Because I'm waiting on you to try to put your hands on me. And then we're going to see what it do. And that's like, they be my mindset walking around, Yasharahla. I notice it's got these devils in fear. These devils are in fear. They know who we are. They know who we are. These demons talk to them. These demons let them know. Just like when Yahushua walked around to do that, demons on him. He instantly got scared of Yahushua. And he was like, have you come to torture us? You know, then they ask, could they go off in some pigs? These devils already know who we are. That's why I was like, we shouldn't be afraid of nothing, man. You doing the work and you in this thing sincerely, you should have nothing to fear. You know, because we fear Yahushua. And with that comes protection. And just like that scripture said, I'm going to read it again because I love this one. This is Isaiah 41:10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. That's why I walk around. I'm not scared. I walk around with the knowledge that Yahushua is with me at all times. I'm not by myself. There's a spirit that accompanies me. So I wish you would, you know. And it says, be not dismayed, for I am thy Yahweh. I will strengthen thee. Man, he has done that, Yasharahla. If I look at where I was when I was like 18 to where I'm at now, I'm 37. And, man, it's like night and day. It is like night and day. He has truly strengthened me. I can go through things I don't think I could have, you know, withstand if I was still 18. Like, he has really built my spirit up, especially in his truth. Like I say, the last 4 years, I have really come into my own. Really come on strong. I'm not like afraid of certain things no more. And it's like, I see why he did that, because when Jacob's trouble comes, I'm not going to be afraid like that when that comes. We know it's coming, but yet, what? I done did the work, man. Who I got with me? What that precept say? Yahweh is with me. And if Yahweh be with me, who can be against me? I'm dealing with the highest power ever created. So what is a military? You know, what is your carnal weaponry? That's why I look at them at the job like child's play. Like, I don't give a damn about y'all telling on me, man. And it don't never stick either. It always fall off, man. It be some like petty stuff. And it be lies too, like slander. You know, they don't never stick. It's like they just taking little ankle bites at me or something. So I just look at them like, you know, like some little chihuahuas. Like you know, like a lion looking at them like some straight little sheep or something. Like, man, I'll light your butt up. So check it out. He said, Yah will help thee. Yah will hold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. What's the right hand of Yahweh? The right hand of Yahweh is Yahushua. So when you got Yahushua, you got Yahweh. If you got both of them, hey, you got it all. There is nothing else that you need outside of that, man. If you got Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you got it all. And see, he's wants to put that on our spirit to think like that. So when this situation happens, Jacob's trouble, we'll be like pumped up so much with the faith. As I said, a lot of times they're going to kick our door in. And because we're not going to be scared, it's going to scare them. Because they looking to come to some scared Israelites. You know, scared dudes crying, you know, in a pitiful position. Esau's looking for the weak target. So we standing boldly in Jacob's trouble, standing boldly before our enemies, it's going to strike fear in him, because he's like, why is this dude not scared of me? Don't he know I got a strong military? Don't he know I can do this to him? I could do that. But yeah, he's over here looking like, they're going to be looking at us like, what does the dude know I don't know? What do he got? Because why is he over here not scared? And that's going to put them in fear, man. So Yahushua right now, what he's doing is he's building our faith up. He's building our faith up that we can overcome this. And then he's also edifying us with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Therefore, say, you know, Lord willing, we're part of the hopeful elect, part of the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. We'll know how to establish all the rules and regulations for the earth. That's what it's all about right there. That's why you go read like Genesis, Exodus. Really, I'm going to say Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Those 4 books, which the whole book is the law. The whole book is for our training and learning. But those 4 books right there lay out the law that Moses laid out. Those are the rules. That's the laws of the new world to come. And it's good to know those things, because once we get the, the jurisdiction, once we get rulership, once Esau's whole kingdom get blew up and we get established with the kingdom, we're going to run that. We're going to put that into play. And then, like, that right there is going to be, woo, right there. Hey, Yasharahla, that right there is the number one thing I desire. I desire to be one of the first fruits of Yahweh. I want to establish a kingdom. I love building things. And I feel like ain't nothing better than rebuilding the earth and rebuilding in righteousness and building it up the way it's supposed to be built. I feel like there's nothing better than that. And I want to have that. I want to experience that. I want to do that. So I got to do what? We got to do the work. We got to do what Yahweh expects of us. That way we can be deserving of his protection and of his salvation. And that, Lord willing, we can be delivered up out of these coming troubles, which is Jacob's trouble. That's coming real big time, real heavy. And I just want to do a quick lesson on that, because when Yasharahla said that in that lesson, man, that really boosted my faith. Because I was like, man, he right, man. Like, I look at all the times I done went through certain issues and the Lord always protecting me. Like, he really does protect his hopeful elect. And I'm looking at these natural disasters, and the brothers don't never get clipped up like the people do. I'm looking at all these natural disasters. I've been to the truth, man. The brothers in Texas didn't get hit real bad, didn't get towed up when that freeze storm hit. They didn't, like, brothers still had water. When Jackson, Mississippi didn't have no water, they still had water. The brothers doing, what's that, Hurricane Ian, they house didn't get towed up. None of them didn't get hurt, get judgment. They still good. Yeah, you look at the people, they all messed up, man. Jake up there crying in the line, looking for America to save them, and it ain't happening for them. And I'm just like, I'm so thankful that Yahweh opened me up to this truth and made me a God-fearing man. And it just really feed me with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and build my faith up. Because I see what he's building us up to do. I see what he's building us up to overcome. So I got to fulfill my potential, fulfill my role, and do it. And the best way for me to do it is do what, man? To stay off in this truth. Stay doing the work. Stay eating up on lessons. Stay prayed up. Do what I need to do, man. Walk in this truth. That's what I need to do. Because I see what's about to come. And we got to be ready. This whole book was written and preserved for our learning. It was preserved for preparation. That's why the spirit of Yahweh is prophecy. So we can anticipate what's to come and be ready. And it prepares us for what's to come, man. It's training, preparation. Getting us ready for what's to come, man, especially us men, because we got to hold it down, because these women and children, they not really built for what's to come. They really not. And we gotta be that rock, man, because they're going to be scared. They're going to be shooken. Flesh going to be shaken up. And they're going to look to the men to uphold that standard. Like, your children might be looking like, it's a lot of stuff going on, but, dad ain't scared. Old lady be like, it's a lot of stuff going on, but my man ain't scared. He's still good. He do the work. Like, and you're going to be able to comfort your family. The word comforts us. Therefore, we can comfort our family. Comfort our loved ones. Because they're going to look to us, man. Because, like, and they're like, say, you can't just be out here for show. Like, you teach her in friends groups. Because when the stuff hit, you got to apply this. You got to really be that. You got to be that rock, man. That's why it's good to internalize this now. Know that Jacob's trouble is coming right now. Like, when these military come in with these troops and these M16s and guns, I'll be envisioning them, like, what I'm going to do at that point, how I'm going to be. I picture, like, they going to do that. So what am I going to do? And I notice when you do that scenario so much, like, Lord willing, when it happens, we prepared for that. Like I said, it's already not going to hit us by surprise. We're going to be like, why they doing that? Oh, no. Like, we know they coming. We know what they about to do. We know Esau's all his moves he about to do. So we over here waiting on him to do it. So that right there takes the edge off of it. There's no surprise. It ain't going to be like we ain't prepared for this. It ain't like we don't know he going to do that. It ain't like we know ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. We know about it. So we over here mentally preparing ourselves to deal with the situation. Because we're going to have to face it. And we ain't in the spirit like a lot of 2/3 of my family, like, I hope it don't happen. Don't say it, don't speak it to the existence. I'm like, you can't be sitting there hoping with your head in the sand or head under covers, hoping it don't happen. That makes you not be prepared. That makes you easy work. You better prepare like it's gonna happen. So that when it does happen, you ready for it. Not hoping it don't happen and you just carry on the Babylon the Great as if, everything gonna be all good. No, man, Babylon the Great being destroyed. Man, Esau about to come out with great wrath. And you got to deal with these 2/3. They're gonna be all panicking because they ain't got certain resources. And I mean, all hell about to break loose. They said you gotta be prepared for all hell to break loose. And be ready for it. And then have the faith that Yahweh Shah is going to protect us from the hell breaking loose. That's that strong tower we in, man. That's what's going to keep us safe. And see, that right there, you got to keep the faith. You got to believe that. See, I walk around believing that, Yasharahla. And I notice when you really genuinely believe that, it makes your walk different. It makes you different. You're not going to be, it makes your whole spirit different when you really believe that. And that's faith. And he really, man, Yahweh got my faith really believing that. Like, I believe that. And like, that's why my talks is all, I like to have upright conversation. That's why I love that I have wise counsel around me. Because I like to talk about Yahweh all day, every day. And see, I know as you do that, that builds you up as well. Just talking about the Lord all the time. Talking about precepts, talking about certain scriptures, talking about prophecy, current events. That's my normal talk. That's what I like to talk about. And at the job, I can't talk about that. I gotta, I gotta taper myself down. I gotta put on my work. I gotta talk about worldly stuff when I'm at work. I can't really be like that. But when I'm off the clock, I call one of my Akim up in my camp. I call Jeremiah Gabar, Yahweh the Maccabees. I talk about prophecy. I get to talk that talk. I get to talk and be myself. I can talk about prophecy. I love talking about Yahweh Shah. That's how I love these video epistles, these lessons. I love doing that because this is what I like to talk about. I feel like ain't nothing better to talk about than Yahweh Shah. We should be talking about Jacob's trouble. I like talking about it because the more I talk about it, the more it loses power. And the more I anticipate Jacob's trouble. Like, I'm ready for that to pop off because I'm ready for the kingdom of heaven. I'm ready to get past this place. I'm like, okay, I'm talking about it, and I'm ready for it to hit so we can get over it. And I feel like I done so much, I feel like I'm ready for it. I feel like that, Yasharahla. I feel like I am ready for Jacob's trouble. So now I'm going to just keep talking about it, keep, doing the work, building up. And Lord willing, I'm ready for Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. And I get that salvation. So with that, I just want to do a lesson, a quick little, a faith booster, because that really boosted my faith up. I mean, it got me, Lord willing, they carried me out the whole day today. Like, no, nothing happened to plantation, because I'm in a very good mood right now. That right there, because I just had to think and ponder on it. That's why I say these lessons are so great, man. They edify you, they boost your faith, they put you in the spirit, and it makes it easy to deal with, the vexation of this wicked kingdom that we in. So call halal Yahweh Shah for that. All praises for leading me to the house of David. And I hope this has been edifying, uplifts your spirit as well. I want to say Kwam Yasharahla, Detail Baba Ball, and Shalom.